Hey, it's Andy, Jave, Corey, 2 Dudes Reviews plus our best buddy.
That's right,
No
3
worries.
Dudes Reviews.
It's 3 Dudes Reviews.
Today, we're reviewing the Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve. Who knew that Pappy Van Winkle made cigars? I think I've actually seen these before.
Yeah, I don't know. So I was, last week, I was in Orlando, Florida, actually a little town called Lake Mary, Florida. And in a cigar
Is that
shop.
sort of south of Orlando?
It's north of Orlando.
North of Orlando.
North of
Okay.
Orlando.
Nice.
And I was in this cigar bar just right around the corner from my hotel, and great selection. It was called Corona Cigar Bar. If you get a chance, check it out. Corona Cigar Bar in Lake Mary, Florida. We'll give a little shout out to them because they were great people. They had a tremendous selection of cigars. Great bar as far as cocktails go in there. It was really a good time. So anyway, I'm looking for a cigar to smoke, and I just run across these, and I thought, as much as we all like bourbon, we gotta do a review on this cigar.
Yeah.
And so here we are with Pappy Van Winkle.
Let's discuss the construction of this thing and the smell. I mean, what are you getting on? You know, when I first got one of these outside of the wrapper, I went, wow. Big spice, big oak.
I got a little earthiness out of it.
Some earthiness, and then Allison, one of the hot chicks, said, or maybe it was Jill, I think it was Jill who said, Band-Aid. And I went, yeah. Oh, there's almost a rubbery smell to that, like a Band-Aid. It's a horrible descriptor, but I think we've used Band-Aid in the past, yeah. If you think about a Band-Aid and smell that, yeah, it kind of smells like Band-Aid.
I kind of get a woody, earthy.
I get an earthy.
I get kind of a wood.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It actually reminds me of.
Wait, jalapeno? No, wait. I made jalapeno poppers earlier, and so we got a jalapeno now. No, kind of a real nice oaky sort of note for me.
Yeah, not too squishy. The firmness level. These are pretty firm cigars.
Yeah.
It almost has a rugged-ish wrap on it. If I look at the top of my cigar,
are you digging through half of that cigar?
Yeah. I'm using a punch.
I recommend
here.
a plug.
Punch.
A punch.
A
Yep.
punch.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm using a punch on this.
I did a shortcut, and I got a little unraveling at the back here. It might be a little dry.
And you cut pretty thin there.
I always cut thin just because I like it. You know, I like my opening not to be, half the damn cigar.
Yeah. The wrap on this, on the third is very rugged. I mean, I can see a lot of veins. I can see the visible wrap. It almost looks like the first cap was rather large, coming down to about this level right here.
Right.
I don't know if you can see that on the video. The bottom of the cigar looks pretty legit. There's no flaking at the foot. The dry draw mimics that almost Band-Aid-ish oaky flavor that I had earlier. Cold draw, dry draw. I like to call it the dry draw, but I think they call it the cold draw.
The cold draw is a technical term?
Yeah.
I don't know jack about technical terms. You're lucky I don't just say it tastes like cigar.
By the way, Corey and I tonight are pairing this with an E.H. Tailor. Is that the single barrel or is it the barrel proof? Which one is it? Do you recall?
I don't remember.
Yeah. The E.H. Tailor is a great bourbon. It's becoming rarer and rarer. Harder to find.
Harder to find is that what rarer means?
Yeah.
Rarer. Anyway,
it's becoming allocated.
I'm having a little Herradura Añejo tequila here.
I do love tequila with cigars. I think
tequila is my preferred liquor with cigars.
Tequila is my #1 liquor with cigars, and bourbon is a close second.
Yeah, this is a really nice bourbon. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, first impressions.
Not bad.
Great draw.
Yeah,
great
nice.
draw.
Really easy
open.
draw.
It's open, yeah.
It's a spicy cigar. I get a lot of spice on that. It's
Yeah.
it's a big spicy, bold spicy. I'm wondering, are we supposed to taste bourbon in this? I mean, is it,
I'm drinking bourbon, so
you're going to taste bourbon no
It's
matter
made
what.
by Pappy Van Winkle. You would think that,
Or is it made by Pappy Van Winkle, or is it made for Pappy Van Winkle?
It's probably made for Pappy Van Winkle. Premium, handmade. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about
I am getting a
slight
little
bourbon-y,
oak
oaky.
off the draw.
Nice.
For me, it's always tough to judge a cigar by the first third, especially the first few.
It usually has too much
upon
bite in the
light.
beginning. It's got the bite in the beginning,
Sure.
and then it
It
mellows
needs
out.
to even out a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's enjoy this first third, and then we'll come back
See you in a few.
with the second third in a little bit,
So impressions on that.
without a doubt.
So here we are at the second third of the cigar, and boy, has it mellowed out.
It has.
a lot, right?
Smell it a lot, and the ash is looking pretty good too. People talk about that ash. I had a
Razor
cigar-
thin burn.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I had a cigar at this cigar shop, the one I smoked, and it was like falling all over the place.
Was that the Drew Estate that
That
you
was the
sent me
Drew
the picture
Estate,
of?
yeah.
Yeah, the Liga Privada.
Yeah, the Liga Privada.
Yeah.
It was a nice cigar. I really
Great
enjoyed
cigar,
it.
yeah.
But it was, I had tequila with that one as well.
What are you picking up on this?
We just talked about it being a little sweeter, and I get that, a little kind of a honey note maybe.
Okay.
We get this
A
sweeter,
little honey,
almost like a cake batter.
cake batter.
Like
Cake
a cake
batter.
batter.
Okay.
Kind
Cake
of.
batter.
Yeah.
What kind of cake?
You know, I want to say chocolate, but I'm not getting any chocolate from it.
I don't get
But
chocolate.
I don't get chocolate either, but I get that cake battery kind of, and it's got a dry exhale. So, so when
Sugar
it
cane.
comes,
Sugarcane.
okay,
It has a bit
yes.
of a hayishness to it, right?
Yeah.
A bit of a,
I can see sugar cane.
yeah.
I'm not that complicated, or my palate isn't that good.
Yeah.
Wait.
Have you ever been on the train in Maui that takes you through the sugar cane
No.
factory and they cook the sugar cane? Oh my God, it's the most awfulest odor you've ever smelled in your life.
Oh, yeah. Burnt
it's
sugar
yeah,
cane.
oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. By the way, they say don't tap that ash.
Don't tap that ash.
We
Let
were
it
going to
fall
have a
into your-
website called tapthatash.com, right?
Tapthatash.com. Let it fall into your cocktail. It's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good.
Swirl it around.
It's really
put
good
hair
in
on
a
your
cocktail.
tip.
It adds a little flavor to the booze.
A little
Character.
grit for the
We'll
soul.
call it
There
character.
you go, character. That's what we call it.
Yeah, I think
The ash is very intact. I mean, there's not much coming. It's not flaking
It's a solid
a whole hell of a
cigar.
lot.
It is.
I gotta say,
it's a solid cigar.
it's a good stick.
And the retail on this, Andy, was what, $14 a stick, something like that?
14 or 16, I don't remember.
Yeah. Again,
Which it's a specialty cigar kind of.
Yeah.
So and you're in a this cigar place was in like a kind of a mall shopping area with a bunch of restaurants and things like that.
But from the pictures, they had just about everything under the sun.
Oh my gosh,
Aisle after aisle. It was like going into Total Wine and Fitness of cigars.
Kind of, yeah, it was. It was a huge. I mean, it was a
Huge
pretty
humidor.
big selection.
Yeah.
It was the whole store is a humidor. There was no. Maybe that's why these are a little dry, is because the whole store is a humidor.
They're a little dry, but
But it's in Florida. I mean, come on. I
well,
mean,
and you've been
it's
traveling
humid.
with them too, so it's
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
it's not- yeah.
They've been in my bag on the airplane.
If
so.
you have a chance to go to Florida and you're in the vicinity of Tampa, Florida, you have to visit Little Havana. The Fuente warehouse is there, and a place, I'm going to do a little name dropping here, called the Colombiana. You're looking
there you
for Cuban food, and there's a stage in the center of the restaurant, and on Friday and Saturday nights they do a whole dance scene for about 45 minutes. While you're eating dinner, the Cuban women are dancing.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
really, really cool, and obviously the Cuban style cocktails, and they've got cigars and everything else. Really cool place. Colombiana is what it's called.
Colombia.
The place I was at had
Where
a
you can
pretty,
get a Cubano sandwich and a cigar.
a Cubano sandwich and a cigar. The place I was at had a pretty extensive spirit list.
Huh.
I had a tequila called Tears of Urana.
I hear that's fantastic.
It
too.
was-
I haven't tried it yet.
I gotta say, it's probably one of the best tequilas I've ever had.
Better than
and-
Clase Azul or the Don Julio
I-
1942.
I think it's probably on par, if
On
not.
par.
It's more rare for sure.
Huh.
Um,
I think
I-
Costco has it. I gotta go and check.
I'm gonna go to Costco tomorrow, so I'm gonna find it if they've
Yeah.
got it. But I did a little searching online. Anywhere from $239 was the best price I could find for it to $500 a bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you buy a bottle, I'm good to go in on it with you for $20.
Okay.
So
So
that
you
means I'll
get-
get a serving like.
I'll get a snifter for 20
You get- you get
bucks.
I want to say that we paid $28 for the pour.
Okay.
Per pour.
Nice.
And I don't know. I didn't pay, so the other guy paid, and so
Life
that
of
was
a sales geek.
The life of a sales guy.
Hey, so we're going to continue to puff on these things, and we'll jump back here at the third. We've got probably, I don't know, half an hour to go, 20 minutes or so.
I would say 30 minutes to go on this.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Something like that.
For the third. Now, we noticed something about this cigar when we pulled the wrapper. Jave, talk about what's inside the wrapper.
Well, the ring here has Pappy and Company, produced exclusively for Pappy and Company by Drew Estate at Esteli, Nicaragua. We all love Nicaraguan tobaccos, but by the way, that's what it looks like, and we'll
take a picture and insert it.
Picture or something
there
somewhere.
But what we noticed about this was it's got a Maduro wrap on the third and a different color wrap on the first 2/3.
Yeah.
So, and I took a picture. There's a picture right here.
Yeah.
Or over here, or maybe up there.
Who knows? There's a picture somewhere.
It's multicolored.
Yeah, it's and it really picks up a lot of spice and character at the end. I did a punch on this, and usually with a punch, it will because of the surface area, it will capture some of those tars and some of the bitterness on the edge of the punch. So hypothetically, your cigar should smoke a little more mild than if you do a straight cut like Corey did here. The straight cut is going to be a bit more full-bodied than the punch. And
bold draw.
Every time my tongue touches this, it is just filled with that bitter kind of tarishness that is not incredibly appealing.
Jake, maybe you shouldn't tongue your cigar.
I don't chew on... You've been with cigar smokers who chew the crap out of the end of their cigars, right?
Yeah. Big old slobbery mess.
I don't do that. But it's
So
good.
you guys are down. You guys are down further than I am.
Well, because you've been cooking food and shit.
Yeah. So I haven't quite got down to that second wrap yet. So mine hasn't gotten as super bitter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still pulling pretty good.
It is kind of bitter.
It's a little bolder than it was when it started, or even the beginning of that second third.
Yeah.
That second third was nice. I enjoyed that second third.
The sweetness and the sugar cane that we mentioned earlier, is all gone. And now we're kind of left with a really earthy black pepper kind of.
Big black pepper.
Yeah. Just there's a heat. And when I say heat, I'm not saying that the cigar has lost any integrity. If I push on the edges of the cigar here, it's still plenty firm.
Yeah. It's a good wrap.
Yeah.
So it's well made.
It's tight. Yeah, it's a well-made cigar. It's a good-looking cigar.
I would say that just because the Pappy label is on this thing, it makes it a bit more of a nostalgia buy than than a lot of the Drew Estate stuff. Drew Estate makes some amazing cigars. For me personally, if I'm doing a celebratory cigar for $14 or $16, which is about where this one is here, it's a great cigar for celebratory reasons. But if I'm just looking for an everyday cigar, I still would probably go with the La Roma de Cuba.
Oh, without a doubt.
Or if you have access
to the Mi Amores. The
Mi Amores,
where I think there were $9.50 a stick, and it was a really good smoke. And it was smooth. It was easy. It was a good draw.
Well, and I picked up that Mi Amore. I picked up Mi Amores for, I want to say, $6 on Cigar Bin. CigarBin.com. So
I think I got them at the local shop for like $9.
Yeah, Total Wine sells the La Roma de Cubas. And if you have a Cuban connection, the Partagas Serie D number 4.
Can't go wrong.
For about $10-12 a stick is still the best cigar out there for the money.
In my opinion.
For the money? Oh, absolutely.
It's my favorite cigar.
Yeah.
All right, well, it was good to get to experience this. Until next time.
I enjoyed it.
Hey, wait a minute. Hot Chick Jill is here. She wanted to try a little bit of this.
Oh my gosh.
Real quick, Jill. This is down to the Maduro stage, and Corey is still on the almost the natural wrap. Why don't you try the natural wrap first, and then go to the bigger cigar here?
Okay, Jill's going to give us her
She's
impressions.
worried about COVID or something.
Hot Chick Jill doesn't give a dang about COVID.
She's kind of like a honey badger.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
What do you think about that? Okay, we have a solid from Hot Chick Jill. Until next time, it's Andy, Jave, and Corey. 2 Dudes Reviews.
Goes on film.